Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Friday, May 5th, 2023. It's a 5x5 kind of day, maybe in more ways than one. Here's what I'm talking about. We know that 45 went to Scotland this week, so he's on the European continent. And he had a really nice interview with Nigel Farage in Scotland. And then today he showed up in Hungary. And he's also had a rather cryptic announcement on his social media site. So there's a lot of alt media chatter about those things, and let's look at them in a little more depth and detail. It's kind of a rabbit trail, and then see if the universe has any insights or information that can satisfy our curiosity. Here's what I'm talking about. Okay, the cryptic announcement on his social media site was this: going into the heart of enemy territory, but maybe the enemy is changing. Now, there is no reason to have capital E's in the middle of a sentence, and he's got two of them. Now, here's some of the alt media speculation. E is the fifth letter, and it's May 5th. So we got two capital E's. Is he sending out a comm that 5x5, everything's okay, or that something that's happened in the background has worked out just excellently? So is this about a 5x5 communication, or is it more to do with the fact that, according to 17, the media is the enemy? Is he letting us know that there's changes coming to our media? We know there are. It looks like a trusted 2.0 voice. Mr. Carlson's been removed from the mainstream media, and maybe just in time for changes to happen. Mr. O'Keefe has gone out on his own just in time for some mainstream outlets to go their own way. And then I included this little bluebird site item. I call that because their logo is a bluebird, okay? That when he spoke at CPAC, he talked about how the enemy that we're all facing is globalists and communists. Now, this does not mean he was not referring to Hungary. Viktor Orban, President Orban, I've got a huge amount of respect for that man. Definitely a white hat. And he puts his people first. And he's very popular and definitely a white hat. So he wasn't speaking of going into enemy territory as his trip to Hungary. I think it may have been referring to a side trip he's taken, or a side effort that they had, because Scotland wasn't in enemy territory. That was his beautiful resort there. So I thought, let's ask the cards, okay? There's obviously some communication going on. Mr. T is doing many things, and not all in the public eye, while he's over on the European continent. Like I said, we know he's been to Scotland. We know he's been to Hungary to speak at CPAC. In between, there have been other items of information of interest that he's been involved in. And so I'd like to just ask the universe for some insights and information that won't impact his personal safety about the activities and happenings that are going on right now as Mr. T is fulfilling his various agenda items and his schedule there on the European continent. So insights and information. We know stuff's happening behind the scenes. Love insights and information, especially regarding the behind the scenes things, and with an eye to not impacting his personal safety in any way. Okay, let's see what the universe has to say. Using some beautiful cards that were sent to me by one of my viewers, Audrey W. Hopefully the glare, I've got the lighting where the glare won't be too terrible once the cards are up. And we will see what the universe wants us to know about Mr. T? Is the double E a 5x5 reference? Is it more about the media? Are there other items or information? Our first card is the Three of Cups. He's happy about something. Knight of Cups. Then we have the Seven of Wands. We have the World. Wheel of Fortune, pardon me, Wheel of Fortune. But that does affect the world. Then we have Strength. We have Ace of Wands. Oh, he's happy about something. No, that was more the 5x5 than the talking about the media going down. And then the Emperor. Okay, I've been kind of processing as we go, so I'll just keep continuing on and give you my intuitive insights, and then we'll talk about why the cards bolstered those. Okay, so I was wondering, was his social media tweet about enemy with the two E's talking about something being 5x5, communication that something had gone well. But then I wondered, because that tweet was about the enemy might be changing. We wondered, and 17 has always said that the media, the big enemy is the media. Was it about the media changes? It seems to me more that there's a 5x5 situation going on that involves the Wheel of Fortune and moving ahead in a very beautiful way. Look, we've got three major arcana showing up on the future line here. All right, now determination card in the recent past. Okay, his 5x5 is a result of some struggle. They were just determined to come out on top on, and they did. The Wheel of Fortune is always moving. And since our world is going from dark to light, anytime this card shows up, it's a positive development. No worries here. It means good things have happened. Okay, with the Strength card bolstering up again, the good things have happened. Okay, that he has he's in a position of strength, he and those he represents and works with. Okay, Ace of Wands, again, a card of success, inspiration, new beginnings. It looks like good things are going to happen. I'm wondering if there's some involvement here with the coronation. If you watched my live stream earlier today, we did get that it may proceed, but it's all being done with monarchs that have been replaced or dealt with. They're all version 2.0 or what have you. So I don't know that that's the situation, but again, he's very, very pleased with how something has worked out, and it has advanced the cause of the Alliance and the White Hats in a beautiful way and helped our world to make some changes. So he's celebrating, he's happy. Okay, all right. That's why I said this card is one of celebration. Now, if you're looking at the cards and you have some familiarity with them, you know that the Knight of Cups here, which was telling us a little more that he was, Mr. T was indicated by the Three of Cups, a card of celebration. The Knight of Cups can sometimes talk about trickery, but it's also about a rush of feelings. So he was feeling very, very good about whatever this development is, this 5x5 development that has moved the Wheel of Fortune. Let's get a couple other cards, knowing that they're going to be talking again about near future, but not as impactful as the Ace of Wands and the Emperor. Okay, we have the Page of Cups, pleasant surprise card, and the Lovers. Okay, so we've got some major arcana showing up here. All right, we had two, we have an ace, we have another one here. We've got, it's a good, what we're getting is this is a good question to be asking. The events that have been referred to are important, and the changes that are coming are ones that we can celebrate. So let's recap. We were wondering what's going on with Mr. T and his trip to the European continent. Okay, he had a social media post that could have been read a couple of ways. Was it simply a coded communication that all is well, that something has gone well? Or was he truly talking about enemies and that an enemy was changing? We looked at a 17 post that talked about how all, and it seems like there's multiple ones that talks about the enemy seems to be the media. So we wondered, the enemy's changing? What's going on? Well, we got a confirmation that it was more about that something has gone according to plan or even better than planned, which I've been putting that in my prayers that anybody that's involved with improving our world, our plane of existence, and bringing about the changes humanity and Earth needs, that they have more success than they ever dreamed possible. The best possible outcome to be had, and it'd be even better than they imagined. Well, it looks like in Mr. T's case, whatever he's been working on, he's had some success, because we have a card here of some celebration quiet. So it's not ready to be announced on the public stage, but he's really happy about something. And again, it's something that was near and dear to his heart. So as it resolved, it was very gratifying to him. Okay, in present, we had the Wheel of Fortune, letting us know that whatever this change is, it's a good one that we will be happy about. There's nothing alarming or anxiety provoking about whatever he's involved with as he goes. Now, it's because we know it's not just a trip to Scotland to view his resort, and it's not just to Hungary to see his good friend, President Orban, speak at CPAC. There's other things going on. And again, I was asking for insights and information that wouldn't impact Mr. T or his team's personal safety. So, but we did get some confirmation, like I said, that the change is coming about. We got the strength card. It kind of bolsters up whatever it is. We're getting a affirmation once again that nothing can stop what is coming. And then we have the Ace of Wands, a card of success showing the Emperor. It just didn't get much better than that. We have the Lovers, so he's reached some kind of an agreement with something, and they're ready to move forward with some big changes. Now, I was speculating, could it be something to do with the coronation or this week? I have a feeling the coronation is going to proceed without any big announcements. I'd love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong. I'd love to have it canceled and all the NPCs get unmasked and, disclosures and honesty happen. But it looks like the Tower moment for that kind of stuff is it's showing up quite often in my reads, but still in the near future and not in the really close near future today. So I'm glad you're celebrating, Mr. T. I'm glad something went better than you ever dreamed possible. Okay. I salute you and all the White Hats and Alliance, anybody who is working to keep hope alive, to keep positive thoughts going, to bring change that's positive for this plane of existence and for those who live here. Anybody working for the light, I salute you. So until next time, I send you love and light, and thank you sincerely for your time, your attention, and for being part of what I do here. Good night.